All right, time is approximately 21:40, and status report is I'm gonna just be real with y'all today. So the primary question that I've really been sitting with is, you know, the small ones. Who am I? Why am I here? What are we doing? But also, what makes a good human? What makes a good person? And the reason this has come to the surface is because I'm realizing that breath work doesn't matter how many, what one of my favorite posts of all time is from Brandon Collinsworth, and he just, in essence, the post is saying something along the lines of, it doesn't matter, I don't care how many yoga teacher trainings you've been to, I don't care if you're certified as a breathwork facilitator, I don't care how many ayahuasca ceremonies you've sat in, I don't care how long you've, you know, microdosed psilocybin for, I don't care how many men's work retreats you've been to. I what I care about is, are you kind to the cashier or to the waitress at your table? How do you treat your family members? These things around, you can do all of these different healing modalities, and yet are you actually being kind? Is it translating to more patience, more compassion, more consideration, more, what are the qualities that make a good human, a good person? And this is something that I'm really starting to wrestle with, because I realize that there are many different paths in this lifetime to spiritual growth, development, enlightenment, to deepening of awareness. But awareness doesn't always translate to being, to having more of these qualities. And it's one step. But if awareness doesn't actually translate to doing less harm and to doing more good, then what's the purpose of it, right? And so, good questions to ask. Great questions to ask. I'm still figuring out how to do this. I don't know the best way to frame these. I've wanted to start to spend more time observing myself instead of getting caught in the seriousness of all of it. And so I've tried to create this format where I'm the observer of my own experience, pretending that I'm like a human that has landed here on this planet, and I'm just trying to figure things out. Why am I here? What am I doing here? How does all this work? What are the rules? What are the mechanics? To start to notice patterns, to start to notice things that work, things that don't work, things that translate. And yet there's such a complexity to this. And yet the one thing that keeps coming back for me is this idea of simplifying. Can we slow and simplify this process? Because there's so much information out there right now. And my one practice that is a tried and true that I will always come back to is just locate the breath. So notice myself breathing. Anchor the attention or the awareness and like focus on my low belly, that deeper part that just feels solid and anchored. And then relax. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the body, and relax the mind. Because anytime the mind is gripping or the body is gripping, it goes back and forth, and tension and stress builds up. And then all of a sudden we're operating from these unconscious patterns and habits. So if I can locate the breath, anchor the attention, relax the body and mind, it creates this spaciousness that allows for me to make choices from not reactivity, but rather responsibility. And if I observe myself today, I would say I didn't do a great job at that. Because for the first time around 9:30 tonight, I sat down and did that practice and realized I'd been up here, tense, operating very fast all day. And subject is noticing his body began to show symptoms of fatigue, overworking, over tensing. And so once again, short reflection, short transmission this evening. But this is what's been on my mind and what's been on my heart as I navigate through this season of this next phase of observing myself more and asking these bigger questions. When I have answers, I'll share them. But right now, it's just day to day discovery. But body is in much need of rest, so ending things here.